We good. There we go. It's just a short one to wrap up the whole 1999 quest. I forgot my rings that people can't see anyway. Because they're too small and nobody actually watches me. There we go. Let's show off. There we go. I should actually get into like these one day once these become relevant in one of these streams here. But what was I even gonna say? Yeah, spacing. What the fuck was I gonna say? Don't matter. Anyway, wrapping up 1999, since I got to that point there, I did not realize that you basically just had to get to rank 3 with the hex before actually wrapping things up. I or that it was actually a necessary component to continue. I had initially said before I wanted to get to max rank with the hex and then uh, ramp it up from there, so I could like do, I guess, just about everything that 1999 has for now until the Echo update comes. But I guess from like a narrative standpoint, immersive, I don't know, this is technically a role playing game. Felt it made sense to do everything here before going back to the origin system, main game, and everything. So, since the game is basically telling me wrap things up now, let's do it then. See if everything boots up here. I want him to play a role in the game again. He's just kind of vanished into the background. And since there isn't much, it's just one last mission and that's it. I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap this up and then maybe spend the rest of this just continuing with the character interactions thing. The whole like chat room thing, this game has been my favorite like part of this update. Just checking in every day and having a conversation with these guys because I'm a lonely son of a bitch, but since this is standing in the way of me going back to chatting with them, we're just gonna go get out the way. Attempt again. Also just love the goth outfit and stuff for the character. Just fits. Take around 15 minutes to complete. During that time, you'll not be able to participate in other. Yeah. Oh no, a whole 15 minutes. Fuck.
What's he talking about, Marty?
I told you this was a setup!
Two.
Eleanor is the first to die. She's in his back.
Wait. Yeah, night, man.
Eleanor, you still okay?
zoom on this thing. Jeez.
What's going on down there? 8 squad? 8 squad, report. Get a Fervon unit down there now.
I have to tell what isn't an enemy because I just see all the maggots here and think, yeah, I should hit the. Oh, they actually killed them.
Eleanor, hold here. I'll clear the gas.
Just stick with this then. What the fuck's back here? Oh. Is there something back here? I don't know what the fuck that's about. Are we gonna remember what happened last time?
Eleanor!
She's in the back collecting it.
Making sure that you are still you.
Of course we are. You can learn too.
Eleanor, only here to help. It's up to you.
Ooh. Well, I mean, not like she needed it.
I'm here.
Whoa. I actually wasn't expecting her to be able to speak with her own voice.
I thought we were becoming friends.
You have to do a little better than what you've given me. Oh, Hi, Murmur. Oh, I can't melee, right? Used to be able to.
No. This is what they want. Hold.
Who the hell? Wait. Quincy!
You are proper shit at directions, Arthur. Heads down while I do my job, right, mate?
Show off. Better make a move, though. They'll get on you.
I'm seeing this through.
You know what? Amir's got that one. That's how I am about snipers in games, right? Taking way too long and trying too hard to actually snipe them, like as if there was anything like wind effects, whatever they could care about. The actual skill that's required to genuinely be a good sniper is insane. When you think about it. I'm thinking about it way more than I should here. There we go.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no way. I was gonna say precision shot through the barrel would have been crazy.
Not today, mother.
Area secure. Godspeed, Amir.
Wife.
You forget! Albrecht's going to burn them all anyway.
Do something about him. Hey. Stepping into her shoes this time. But yeah, hi Anna. Sorry I didn't see you there.
Tell me you got this.
I can only type so fast.
I'm seeing how fast you can type, man. You've got it.
Is that supposed to happen?
Amir? Aoi, can you do something?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Hold them in.
Doing all right.
You can. You're strong enough.
Hmm. She needed was a little encouragement. Well, she might have been panicking in the moment.
None of this matters. Then why are you trying so hard to stop me?
Exactly. Clap back at it.
We're not gonna make it, man. I can't even compile in time.
Then we go down swimming.
Not now. Not now.
Amir, slow it down.
Is heart giving out? Or is he having a panic attack?
Hold out your hand.
Ooh. I didn't know he had it in there.
Just go. Done. Andrade.
Veiled.
Sorry about your hand.
Hmm.
You wait. No.
Hey, let's get out of here, Arthur. Both of us. Okay?
No energy self-sacrifice for you. We need more of that Ben Star voice. Themes together, that's fucking nice.
Your heart would struggle to move them. It had to grow.
It's your logic.
The only way it ever does. With others. Carry
Hmm.
this power with mercy, Tenno.
Hmm.
What a day. Well, that burned a few calories.
Man ain't nothing without his mates. Respect.
Right here by your side. dinner.
Oh. Seems like they're upstairs. Uh, sequence is fleet. That was the Kalimo sequence. My question is, what did detonating a nuke in a European town have to do with whatever the Indifference wants? My god, Amir just went from one spot to the other like this. It's just cute. Yeah, that was better. Oh, there's more. Oh, fuck. Huh? W- Was that me? I can see the Tenno doing that, but like, definitely wasn't Albrecht or something. Let me see. Inbox. Arthur. Albrecht's gone. Rusalka too. I can't believe how close we came to oblivion. You showed us what we were missing. For that, thank you. You still need to keep the loop going, though, don't you? Because it's not enough to put things right, is it? You need to keep them right. Soldiers against the tide, now and forever. Arthur, these items have been delivered to your inventory. Yay! I had a feeling like that's what the excuse was going to be, but I was kind of hoping that it was going to say like, oh, like January 1st, 2000. But I guess that does make sense since we are the contributing factor to like everything not going wrong. Means that we kind of have to consistently come back and make sure that that keeps happening because we remove ourselves from the loop and then it just goes back to how it was before. But again, I still don't get what the Indifference wants with a small European city state and like, yeah, this place in particular. Fuck everybody here. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can rank up.
We're making a difference. What do you need? Congratulations, friend. This is for you.
Friends. What's this? Gain 6 ability strength for every 250 max health up to 72%. When gaining 3,000 or more overguard threshold, release a 30-meter radial attack that applies max viral status stacks. Realistically, I think I could only make that work with Dante, maybe. Gotta buy all these musical tracks when I can. Why? I don't want to just because seeing a Warframe with an actual pistol is funny. All of them look way too small in his hands, except for that. Like this, actually, so.
Hop on text for a second. The team got you something.
It's like a sequel? Am I Amir 2? The search for more Amir? What happened to Amir 1? My drifter. It feels even brighter in here. Soul truly is happy. Now that style, scene, whatever, whatever noise you would make that. Soul, what did you do? I can still throw mythology rambling into this here. So they keep saying soul, which I know, like, in this version of 1999, there's a religion based on the sun and the moon. So I'm guessing it's just Holvania specific, but soul and they said Luna, not Lua, I think. Every time they say soul, it makes me think of the Norse goddess of the sun, Sol, which anyone who's played Smite, you know that. Or I believe she's also referred to as Suna. So either way, the word for sun comes from the Norse, whether it's, you speak Spanish and you call it Sol, or English where it got translated into sun. Which makes me kind of wish, and I understand that it's not actually based on Norse mythology, but me being how I am, I wish everything were. But it would have been nice if the moon was called Mani, like her brother. And I guess to throw like their lore into it. Basically, Sol and Mani were two mortal children who were named after the sun and the moon by their father. Odin, for whatever reason, was displeased with the idea of two mortal beings being named after celestial bodies. So he basically just took them, gave them each a chariot attached to the sun and moon respectively, and unleashed like some of Fenrir's children on them to basically chase them around the sky for all of eternity because fuck you. It's one of Odin's more questionable actions, and I can't wrap my head around that one, especially considering like down the line how many people would be named after like, the sun, moon, other planets, even after him. But he could have been having a bad day. I don't know. But one of the signs of Ragnarok will be when the wolves finally catch up to Sol and Mani and consume them. So when the sun and the moon just disappear from the sky, then, well, space wolves. See, just did what felt right, feels appropriate. Wait, who am I? Who are you? What is happening? Oi, Sekel, whatever unholy language the British speak. We're still us. Look, bruv, that little drone is still here cleaning our mess. Much like our dear drifter did. Cleaned up a hell of a mess. I look at it more like maybe you remastered your song? Hmm? I'm saying my drifter. Well, Eleanor definitely did like me by the end of me talking with her and shit. So think of it like a rebrand, I guess. But how? Brother, that's the easy question. The harder one is why. Haven't you noticed we're a team? We're a team, yeah. But what's the game, mate? Maybe the game is saving Holvania, and we can collect NPCs. Hi, Luna, salvame. You mean people, I mean. If it's a game, all I did was reset the pieces. I just made a move in whatever game this is. Well, welcome to Warframe, where everything's a paradox, and the characters might as well be aware that they're in a game. Might as well just drag the real world and everything into this as well, because no one can comprehend this story anymore. You can Trotty, this wasn't on him. I think this is fair. Resetting implies that like we didn't make any progress. I just staved things off. Whoever else is on the board, I think we've made this year, this place, this time ours. Let's never let go. Let's protect the people here and each other. Yeah, let's make things happen. Things to look forward to. Memories, more. Save others, not just ourselves. We begin, not end. For once, Bruja, I agree. We begin where we began, I guess. So let me see, what do I need now? Because leveling up has been easy up till now, because I figured you needed to get to this point anyway. Nope, yep, I have everything I need still, so just need the levels. What the fuck? Thing bit manitis. My cravat bit me. Oh. Who said that? I hope you're not talking about my Volpaphyla. Mm. Let's go do a couple missions. Get some of the rank requirement out the way. Yeah, that's easy. Get some more AOE chemistry. Like, can ever say no to that? Um, suppose I should take this time to like get my. Ooh, new season. Hold on, hold on. Looks fucking nice now. Different music. Okay, what the fuck? Dude, this looks so fucking nice. And I think it helps point out how surreal this update feels with like, you know, obviously a fucking Warframe in modern day when you can kind of see the city better.
Supply cache in the area. You get near, it will start ticking. Self-destruct. Need to be quick to get the goods.
And I'm also assuming that this doesn't mean to say that you know, the Hex are stuck in 1999 for the rest of eternity. It's probably some eternalism bullshit where like there is a version of them stuck in this loop, but another that's continuing on and just living life as normal as it can get. Either way, that's going to get extremely repetitive, like living the same operations over and over. Like, you've had this fight a million times. But, I don't know. Time travel, the thing for smarter people to speculate on than me. Unless anybody ever wants me to. I would love to do something like that. Ooh. Something I can do.
Shall we begin?
See how this feels. Out of all of them, Arthur was like the one I wanted to play as the least, just because I like Excalibur Umbra as is.
Tech rot's well, man. Situation's about to get proper mental.
Once I step out into the light, like, I think this came out nice though. It's an excuse to finally have the scarf back. Right?
You proper sent
What
the
does that mean?
to the Stone Age. Now bring it home, family.
So thought just occurred, like, does this mean that there's gonna be some sort of like incentive to like replay like the New Year's Eve mission? Or I guess that's probably just gonna be there to replay if people want to. It seems so fucking nice actually seeing shit in the day now.
Just how I like it.
Off on a jolly, are we?
Like Umbra speak glitch unlocked.
So we learn the importance of clarity.
gonna take so much goddamn experience to get to the next rank, but so be it. Where's my think of it? I mean, I'm on the last legs of it, right?
Some of the West sectors. Good to see you.
Okay, I rank for, so yeah, it is the last rank I gotta get anyway.
Be safe.
So let's go just bust out all the standing I can get today. I think I could probably only do this like 2 more missions. Oh, I should have picked a different frame or something. Yeah, on the last one I will. So fucking nice here. Oh shit! Wait, this thing's named Lolly?
Got a solid move.
Put it back down!
In the supply cache. Now listen up. If you get close, it'll clock you and start a countdown. Bust into the cache before it's smoked. See?
Oh yeah, peak Warframe gaming right here.
Yo! Supply cache clock.
Incomprehensible imagery and loud noises.
Proper.
Fuck.
Clearing them out. Bet it smells better and all.
How are we looking? Oh, right, the charges. Fuck. Oh. I heard something there. We. You're not going to question where that went.
Supplies destroyed. Pick up the pace next time, yeah?
Picking up nothing but the pace. I just don't know where shit is. That's my one issue with having Volt on a team. It's just like I am too fast now. It's the point, but that's what I have Gauss for.
Over and out, fam. Job's a good one. Nice one.
don't even need the bike for this. See, just there you go. Anyway, so we're back to playing Black Myth.
Big up yourselves. Dress for the hit you
Well, like 90% of my YouTube channel is. What's so nice in here right now? Like, just fucks with this. Normally, I'm not like. I don't hate sunny days. I'm just like. I usually appreciate rain and fog and stuff, which we've been having a little bit lately here in New York, but like. This ought to be enough. It's exactly what it's saying, so yeah. But like, I guess since I want to call this an expansion, it feels like it is. This whole expansion's pretty much just been under like either night or just really dark lighting in general. Seeing everything in the light is fuck me. Just to tell me this doesn't look at everything's shining in the light and all that.
Skuldra on high alert! Your window of opportunity to get into the cache is closing! Find a fervent charges.
Fuck. So I can hear the helicopters. It'd be cool if I could see them. I'm just looking for like details and shit. This has been great with that so far. How could I forget?
There's barely any tech rot in the area. This is purely a civilian purge. Clearing out locals so the Skuldra loyal can move in? Ugh. I hate Skuldra.
See now you're giving me a little background on like what the hell they're doing.
Destroyed. It's okay. We'll make do.
Obviously, Skuldra are not exactly our buddies, but I assumed they were just like an national task force sent in to deal with the plague happening right here. So I thought, like, where's the conflict of interest there? But probably some lore thing I have to do some digging to find in the game. See how long I can beat this guy up for. Right there. You say so. I wish that was a move in Black Myth, just like Bigum's stick.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
Saw something here. Somebody here is aware of Kalimos, but okay. We're just gonna glance over that. Whatever implications that may have. Either that or Albrecht has taken up street art. Here.
Exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
Being bada boom, Tedo. Equinox, it's been a minute since I've seen someone play as them.
Quincy, I need you to talk to our civilian operatives about updating their surveillance detection routes. I need to know which of them have drawn attention and who's on them. Good to see you.
So that's about as much as I can get, so I'll just continue with this here. So, by my math, this should take about 3 more days before I can get to the last of this here.
Let me know
But,
if you have something.
just to wrap this up, like I said, my favorite part was the online conversation, so let's go ahead and do that. See what everybody has to say for today. I wish that I had like recorded each of those like little conversations and put them all together. Would have been nice, but shit don't always work out for me like that. I work it all. Let's say July 5th. Okay, so this is summer, yeah. Oh shit, this is important then. I'm pretty sure I could clear out a little over 150 Scotch units in one go. Let's go have this now then. Huh? Oh. Hmm. I thought Amir was calling me sexy. I'm so tempted to. Just to see how flustered he'd get. I know I'd get hit with like a wall of text, but I am not trying to romance him. He's a lovable being who deserves it, but Aoi exists, unfortunately. You right. Yeah, I was wondering how you met Arthur. Oh, this shit. Do I gotta? You don't have to tell me anything you don't want me to. That's okay, I can do this. So I came here on a from grand old US of L to work. Okay. So I came over here from the grand old US of L to work for the Oro at the reactor as an internship to hire program. Working for exposure, right? I didn't realize they were talking being super freaking literal. Well, information security is still a relatively new field, and there aren't a lot of us in it. So, despite the fact that this isn't really what I want to do full time, I was really left to my own devices, without a whole lot of supervision or anyone else mucking around in the same database as I was. So, when this big, creepy eyeball shows up, and I start getting impossible messages from a Dr. E straight to my desktop, I'm trying to read as fast as he writes. I understand now that it was future tech and he was hacking my old school computer like it was a freaking speak and spell at the time. Only the only answer I had was full on demonic possession. And this Dr. E wanted specs on the reactor and told me it was a matter of life and death, not just for Albania or Earth, but everyone everywhere forever. Ha ha ha, cool, cool, no pressure. What did you do? I gave him what he wanted. But then the Oro found out I didn't know how I covered. I should just wait till he spams it all. But the Oro found out I didn't know how I covered my tracks perfectly. I know I did, and they sent Scaldra after me because I was a traitor to national security, they said. I got a page from a number telling me to go to an address, didn't know what else to do, and so I went, and it was Dr. E. He gave me this vial and said if Scaldra found me, I should inject it, and, well, I'm not working for a Big Bite, so, well, we'll know how that went there for me now, don't we? But how'd you meet the Hex? I'm sorry, I thought I could do this, and I can't. Damn. Poor guy. Seriously, from just about every conversation I've had with him, he's just a huge bundle of trauma. Like he's slowly opening up, but hey, he trusted. He trusts me now, and it's mutual. I wonder if he'd go out with me if I asked. His recent trauma seemed to be weighing on him. I hope I can help him through it or get support from the rest of the team. Sometimes the easy answer is the right answer. He just really loves gifts that have to do with tech and games. She better not. I know she's not trying to, but it would be actually cute if like I could. I, I guess I could see them working out. Who? Always for last. I'm trying to think who. So, you and Quincy, have you ever... I'm just digging into everybody's personal shit now. I think she likes me now. I'm not gonna go digging here. Just, I do like getting to know all of them, and I'm not trying to, like, into them, into their lives and shit. But, alright. So, why crystals? Oh, she got a paragraph for me. Oh, I've always loved them. When I was little, my dad took us to the Innovation Museum in Ludston, and Arthur and I got these crystal growing kits. Arthur's turned out shit, literally like a lumpy little rock turd. It wouldn't have been. Mine was a beautiful blue diamond. Ever since that day, I felt like crystals were on my side somehow. So they're just for decoration then? Ah, no. I know there's a lot of nonsense written about crystals. Not my thing. I don't believe they purify my aura or light up my chakras, but they do have a presence. Sorry, I'm aware I sound like a complete nutcase, head case. Funny enough, I have two amethyst crystals that I keep like sitting over my bed. Like here's my bed and there's like a ledge like right over it and I have the crystals there. And I'm not super huge into crystals either, but as a man of like 20 different beliefs, it'd be silly of me to look down on anyone who believes that crystals can have an impact on your aura. And if they do, it doesn't hurt to have them around, so I just put them above my desk. Only reason that I even like think about this now, not even because of that. The story of how I found them was this was back when I worked at a supermarket and I used to be like the cart guy. Like, everybody, you go to the store, you get your carts, buy your shit, leave, and then you just leave the cart sitting in the middle of the road because you're a dick. But I I would spend like an hour, maybe like honestly 2 hours really, like every day going and just organizing the carts and bringing them back. And that's more so because I liked being outside rather than anything else. But I'll never forget one time I'm just walking and it's just a chunk of amethyst on the ground. I thought, "Hmm, yeah, that's how I got one. I don't remember how I got the second one. I think somebody I know just similar story happened across one and just took it. And I mean, if a piece of amethyst is going to spawn from the ether and find itself in my path, who am I to say no to it? So, one of the interesting eldritch parts of my life. I'm glad you said it and not me. They're just fancy rocks. Yep, not saying that. I have friends who are cephalons. They're literally intelligence in the form of glass cubes. Why do you think I'd mock you for thinking crystals have a presence? I spend too much time digging crystals out of the ground. real, real fucking orb Valis. God. I spend too much time digging crystals out of the ground for them not to be important on some deeper level. You'd be amazed how many warframes are made in part by crystals of one kind or several. Feel stupid for feeling stupid. I expect you have crystals I could only dream about. Argon. You only find it in the void and it disintegrates once you take it out. Yep. There's a whole warframe made out of crystal citrine. We have a pair of doomed lovers who were turned into crystal. Would she like the somberness of that? I wish I could talk with them about everything in the future. I just want to like unload so much future lore. And I feel like Citrine and the the mirror defense crystal bitches like should just go hand in hand. Yeah, this would be a funny dialogue option if you had been using citrine the whole time, but that's her name. I think I glimpsed her in your mind. The pretty geode lady. I suppose she and I are related now. There's a comforting thought. Welcome to the family, I guess. Hey, Drifter. What do you do for hobbies out there in space? In the future? What do you do for me specifically? Yes, you specifically. I am. Not a lot. Everyone's got something. Nothing. I died a lot. Thanks for reminding me. Well, reading. I did a lot of reading. I did, actually. I wanted to comb over every little like codex entry I could get. I'm bad at finding all the little collectibles because I play this game on and off, so I don't have time to run the missions 100 times over and wait for the fucking like scannables to spawn, but when I do get something, yeah. Stories I kept in my head were the only things I was allowed to keep on Duviri. Everything else would disappear when it looped. And when I was alone on the Zeraman, the people on the page were the only friends I had. Now, I play games before this, and read, and still keep to myself, really. I like how this update, like, really kind of delves into how lonely the operator is. Shit. So, hey, look, I'm a pretty decent cook. What I'm trying to say is, would you like to learn? It's a great hobby. It's actually really sweet of him. He's trying to open up on his own. That's adorable. Are you offering to loan me a book? No, Dafty, I'm offering to teach you. Oh, yeah, I'd like that. I'd love that. But can you wear one of those cute aprons? And maybe only the apron. Like, that's the question. Can they take the suits off? Kind of assumed they were like Warframes and it was grafted onto them. Still, though, yes, this is very nice. I like that. It's a plan then. I think he's really starting to trust me now. I have to decide if I can trust him with the real story of Duviri, though. That I'm also wondering, and I really want to get to the bottom of, is why does he specifically want to know about Duviri specifically? I can now really push on him when he's being stubborn into telling me more. Unfortunately, that seems to go both ways now. Okay, but noted. I can do that. That feels like a rabbit hole. So how'd you end up getting involved in the whole Arthur Hex thing? Somos hermanos, Arthur and I. We go back. I promise to follow him anywhere. Seems like he meant to the end of Mictlan. I love that Letty keeps making references to Central American mythology and stuff. Like Mictlan, for those who don't know, Land of the Dead in Aztec mythology. You gotta be careful not to mix Aztec with Mayan. But yeah, Mictlan, Land of the Dead, ruled by Mictlantecutli. If I pronounced that right, that's really why I wanted to get into that. Earlier, she mentioned that one of her rats is named Tlaloc, who is god of thunder and stuff. Probably better known as Shock from Smite. Again, if you've ever played that, one of these days I should stream myself playing it. I Lord knows how that's gonna go because I won't have much to comment on other than me getting curb stomped, but it'd be something. And I have to get back and like playing Hades on stream too, like doing that. But either way, we were stationed together in the same base. Him in the Britannic and me in the Libertation Army. Also weird that there's no United States of America, United States of Libertatia, which better name, but different countries, same enemies. I was the field medic for my regiment. We were deployed in next to his. The place went real cagadero, real fast. Went to shit. Most of my crew didn't make it. Most of his didn't either. We held each other together, literally. I stitched his arm up good. When he retired and went into the ICR, I followed him without question. I was sick of all the drama that goes on in the army anyway. Then what? How'd you get to be Entrati? We don't want to get into that, I guess. War sucks, no matter when, no matter how. Actually, you know what? Let's see where we go with this. You get to be what, Babas? Monstruosos? Monstruos? Monstruosos? How is that written? Monstru. I guess it's supposed to be monstruos. Monstruos? Doesn't sound right. It's gonna say hex, proto frames, or is that what you think you are? Let's take a chance here. See, that's what we are. Monstruos antinatural. That's even worse trying to read in Spanish. Monstruos antinaturales, made by that cabron. Like that stitched together creature from that book. Just twisted science experiments. Lab rats. You're a far cry from a lab rat, Letty. Well, I think rats are intelligent, social, and adorable, wonderful animals. Sexiest rat I've ever seen. They're going a little harder with the now than before. Now, once you get to this point, like you could throw a little flirting, but now it feels like okay, might actually work here. Let's see. Well, I think rats are intelligent, social, adorable, wonderful animals. You can see how bad I am at deciding these here. Imagine how I am like the text in person, like in reality. Okay. See your fuck. Say that. I see. Experimented on, infected, abused, tossed aside when the use is done, dangerous if left to spread their disease. What do you mean spread their disease? You don't got disease. Lab rat isn't to blame for the things the scientists force on. What do you mean? That Entrati Cabron deserves to die a slow, painful death, and I hope I get to be the one that delivers him to La Flaca personally. But it's not a story I'm telling today. Too much shit to do. Too much shit in that story for today. Back to work for both of us. Yeah, I am trusted. I've earned Letty's trust, but I think that's also an easy thing to lose. Now that she trusts me, it's much easier to talk to her. I can banter with her more, and she and I are much more on the same page. She also has a wicked sense of humor. You can never have too much coffee, right? Or at least that's what I've been told. Hey, Quincy, you like me now, right? Quick question, how much social currency have I earned with you? I feel like this is more in line with what something the Drifter would say. Just not knowing how to interact with people generally. I want to know all the dialogue options and like where you could go with these. Yeah, let's just go with this. I spy with my little eye. Favor about to be asked for. What's up, family? It's been a while since I heard that. Okay. Look. Amir's putting together this game of Fables and Frontiers. Amir's putting together a tabletop game, and it's an excuse for us all to hang out and be together. Yep. I know the dorky shit isn't your speed, but I bet you'd have more fun than you'd think if you would try it. You know, laugh, hang out, drink, eat some snacks, have a good time. And it'd mean a lot to him. Don't tell him I said this, but I think he looks up to you in secret. Don't tell him I said this, but it's fucking obvious, love. And an excuse to get off patrol. Hero boy okay with this nonsense? Amir got the go-ahead. Of course he would. Anything for his little sidekick in tights. Fucking Owlman and Sparrow right there. Fine, fine. Well, I'll play the stupid game. But if it sucks, I'm out, get me? And you owe me for a favor. You owe me a favor for it. I can't. I could. If I put in a proper effort, then yeah, I can sound like him. I can't do it on the fly. And yeah, Dina smacked me on the back of the head the day I try and be British. Forgive me. My Argentine heritage dictates that I need to pick a fight with the next British person. No, you know. That makes me think I actually visited a friend in Chicago and I stayed at her partner's place and partner's parents were like from Liverpool, I believe, and like it was the first time I actually spoken to somebody with a proper like British accent, and it threw me for like such a loop, and I could hear my ancestors saying, "Do it now, kill them, take back Las Malvinas." uh, I'm bullshitting anyway. Yeah, you like a mirror, right? I want to know what can of worms I would open, but I'm not trying to fuck up my chances with her right now. You're a fan of games, right? Like what kind? Amir's trying to get a game of Fables and Frontiers together. It's a board game where everybody makes up characters and plays pretend. The fact that I, future person, am explaining this to them. Amir's trying to get a game of Fables and Frontiers together. It's a game where we all tell a story together and use chance to add some excitement to it. That's better. Ooh, that sounds fun. Count me in. Ooh, do you think he'll let me play a character that has pets? Well, I think you can play as a druid, yeah. They have familiars, like cats and things. How does the drifter know that? Of all people. I'm sure Amir told them. I think it'll mean the world to Amir to have everyone around the table playing. He's like me. Big heart. Yeah, that's everything for now. That said, I'm gonna go see if we can just commit mass murder on so Scaldra real quick and get the birthday conversation. I want to see that too. Uh, Where'd he go? Oh, here we go. I was gonna say Dante's the easy answer. Oh,
Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for 2 months? Let the hell scrubbers sit too long, and they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but, you know, with a crap ton of predatory hardware. Shoot off any buildup before it converts you to past tense. Spores collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off.
just assuming that I'm hitting something. The easiest way to do this, just get the owl spell ready. Go to heavily enemy populated area and Genenamorphous. Gigantomorphous. But just let the owls take care of it. They do fuckload of damage. And like fucking spellbook Noctua, that's what it's called. It practically doesn't drain energy if you just throw like mods that give you energy on it. So you can pretty much just use it forever. Like, I don't even know why I have weapons on Dante, because every time I do a mission with him, I just pull out the book. It lasts me the whole fucking mission. Also, I don't even know if I have a duration mod on this or just the owls last forever because you kind of just put them down. You don't have to worry about them. Probably would have been better if I went in solo. Let's see if there's like somewhere else that the others aren't in.
Coming up near you.
Here we go. doesn't even delete the owls if you use the other spells. Okay. I haven't played as Dante a lot, just like enough to like get him, I guess. Understand how he works. He's still broken, pretty much. My damage output could probably be so much more, and I'm not even good at modding, so. There's a lot of enemies down here. Hold on.
While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight any longer. But, if you wanted to fight longer,
Fuck, I just noticed my screen is fucking me up right now. Holy shit, that's new. Let me figure what that's about. In fact, I'm not dying. Oh, well. Camera had to fuck me there, that's it. Okay, whatever.
Another house scrubber, and wherever you are.
My game is still god awful.
House scrubber activated, contamination dropping.
Y'all can head out. I got shit to do here.
Picked up a 5-finger discount on this bad boy.
And it's, don't need like 100 more. Okay, you know what? Let me back out of this. I'm gonna come back in solo, because that ought to take care of it really fucking quick. Not to give him a staff though, obviously. Just gotta be as wizardy as you can. And that, come on. It remains just one of the stupidly. Oh. One day I'll be able to speak. One day. It's like 96 more enemies. 96 lives I have to take before I can talk with my virtual GM.
Scaldra tried to kill spores in your area, but the tech rot just ate their hell scrubbers for lunch. Let's see if we can make the tech rot give them back with a little code I've named Puke.Spew. You know how mold can grow on your water filter if you don't clean it enough? Well, shoot any buildup off the hell scrubbers unless you want to get unsubscribed from life. Hey, don't forget, some Scaldra carry personal Spore X charges for their own safety. Not that they'll do them much good with you around.
You need whatever this song is too. See, that is significantly faster. I should have just did this first. How are there Jade Eximuses in this fucking timeline right now? It's a gameplay thing. I shouldn't care about it, but
Hell scrubber,
it
coming up.
does.
Scaldra noticed too. They're coming for you. Scrubber overwhelmed. Spores coalescing into Fusion form. Do something!
It says that.
Spore count is approaching terminally unfun levels. Activate another health scrubber. Having another health scrubber for regurgitation. Disgusting. You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko! If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
Oh, hello.
I totally warned you. And now
I was busy.
we have a conversation.
Well, fine, let's talk. Let me write it a litany.
While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. You've done enough. Marking extraction. I mean, you could do more. A lot more. You've really just done the minimum at this point.
That's all I needed.
You've got a minute to get a health scrubber working. Do something about that scrubber before it does something about you.
Oh.
I said shoot the pus off that...
Sorry, but you need to shoot the pus off that. So that's taken care of. So send a message or skip their birth. Happy birthday. Hey, Ollie, happy birthday. I know you're always happy, so this is kind of pointless. No, that's not the case. Oh my lord, you remembered? Thank you. Oh, that was it. We're trying to ask me more personal things and ask about deeper things in exchange. I wondered if she'd go out with me if I asked. Wonder what else I could buy her that she likes. She is the team mechanic, so let's get her a bicycle. Apparently getting this is good for her, so July 12th, 1909. Alright. Now the real important matter. And for whomever is seeing this on YouTube, you get to see, like, in real time, a man making the decision whether to kill himself or not.
Oh, like, I can update my status? Well, yes. Yes and yes. This is what I wanted. Yes. Let's start as us.
Get out of my. Okay, I just heard that there was a possibility that they could turn you down, so I didn't know if that was actually going to happen or not.
Get into it. Okay. Miss your face.
Figured that was going to be something quick, but now I wonder, so she's supposed to spawn in the back room also? I think. It probably doesn't happen immediately. I'm just presuming. Free Archon shard. Does that mean I get 50 ability strength? This sounds good. Do that. Okay. Probably when I reload the game or something, then she'll actually appear back there or something. See, I've been hanging around a lot of my friends lately, and a lot of them are just starting to get into relationships and stuff. So like that's why I'm like, oh, I'm cripplingly lonely right now. That's why this mattered.
Hey, thanks for last night. How's the day?
There hasn't been a last night. I know it's just dialogue, but that said, if I were to, I guess, give a synopsis of this expansion, I'd say second favorite. It's really right up there with the New War. Only difference being that the New War was a huge cinematic experience that felt like they just slapped the whole campaign into the game, and the impact that it had on everything afterwards was huge. So the actual status of the entire solar system changing after you finish that was just it. I loved it. But this is right up there. Just the getting to experience what the modern day looked like in this universe, interacting and learning more about like these characters through genuine interaction and stuff is just monumental. No, it's very engaging, addictive, rewarding, and it's the most I've played Warframe consistently in a minute for any reason beyond just like, oh, I'm want to grind out this one thing here. It's just like I actually want to come back and engage with the characters and with the time period and all. And knowing that there's still more to come, like seeing how the rest of the seasons are gonna impact the how the game looks and things like for example online back there. So like knowing that we're gonna have the tech liches, tech rot liches coming up soon. I want to check that out also. Maybe I'll do a stream on that, see if I can actually get him. I've only gotten one Kuva lich, and that was it. Getting a Sister of Parvos is a bitch and a half, but there's still more to come that I'm looking forward to. And I think this was all just like a notable feat on D's behalf once again. Is this me saying that Warframe is better than Destiny, which I know nobody's mentioned Destiny, but it's something that came to my mind. I don't believe one's better than the other. I can't talk. Why can't I? But as someone who's played both and kept up with both in equal measure, I think the Warframe Destiny war is the most one-sided non-existent fight in the gaming industry because I've never heard one Destiny player who said that it's better than Warframe. They either don't know that Warframe exists or they do and they play both and like both, like me. But that said, with the Light and Darkness saga done in Destiny, people have been saying that the game's dying. We don't want it to, but if it did, it'd feel appropriate because the villain's been defeated and that's that. Warframe is definitely what I'd say is the next big cool like sci-fi story shit going forward. So definitely if you don't play this game, highly recommend, especially now. And if you need assistance, then you will find people in the player base who'll be more than happy to guide you. Even me, if you stumble across this stream and got to this point. That said, if you did actually sit through the whole thing, then thank you. And I'm not one to ask for likes and subscriptions and stuff like that. It feels pandery, and this isn't my career as much as I want it to be one day. But again, if you did, again, deeply, deeply appreciated that you would put the vote of confidence towards me. That said, with the new year coming up around the corner, that's kind of why I was like, I want to really make this, even though it's like 2 in the morning and well past, it's like almost 3. But I did want to at least put this around the time of New Year's. I have plans, obviously, so I'm not gonna be able to do this on New Year's night. But to whomever sees this, like, if you're looking towards the future with trepidation, we do live in a really chaotic time where it feels like just about anything can happen. Humanity has been through dozens upon dozens of those events. If things seem speak, if things seem bleak and you're unsure about where your future is, if there's a chance for things to go wrong, it cannot exist without a chance that they will go right. I'm hoping that this next year, for you and I, will have moments that make it worth it. Forget moments, days and weeks, events and victories that make it worth it. You don't need to believe me that they'll happen. Just trust the fact that it could happen. And who knows? Maybe 2025 really is our year. I have a feeling it will be for me. And I hope it will be for you as well. May the path before you be laden with blessings, and I hope you have a good one. You take care now.